If you want to really make money as a delivery driver or as a delivery owner operator, you got to really think about the USPS. A lot of folks think about the UPS, the FedEx, or even DHL, but the USPS is really where it's at. Okay, so but I want to talk to you about a USPS, a different type of USPS driver. You have the USPS seasonal driver. So I want to share with you a few hacks to make more money if you decide to be a USPS seasonal driver. Okay. So let me first give you an overview here. So if you think about the USPS seasonal drivers, you have to really understand that those are federal employees who deliver letters, packages, and other items on, let's say, from time to time. So they're not actually working for the USPS on a full-time basis. They are doing this, let's say, part-time, okay? And you can do this as an in-house driver, or you can be a contractor. So you can be a delivery, you can be an owner operator, but actually contracting with USPS, okay? So the cool thing is that basically, if you are a USPS seasonal driver, you are able to get things done in a streamlined manner. In other words, you get training. USPS will train you to actually be efficient, so you can make more money. Okay, so you'll get training in terms of delivering mail, in terms of collecting outgoing mail, in terms of sorting mail, obtaining signatures for a registered, certified, and insured mail, handling packages. Some of those packages can be heavy though. So, okay. And updating delivery records. So you need to update delivery records, including the delivery of registered, certified, and insured mail, so that USPS can fulfill its contractual obligations vis-a-vis the public. And you also need to be good if you are a USPS seasonal driver. You need to be very good at interacting with customers, okay? Because basically you are like, depending on the route that you have, you may have to answer questions. You may have to provide information about postal services. You also need to become good at reporting mail delivery problems and also maintaining a clean and safe work environment. Okay. So whether you work solo or you work in a group, you need to maintain a safe and clean work environment. One thing for sure, if you're trying to be a USPS seasonal driver, either as an in-house employee or a contractor, okay, you have to understand that you first need to acquire a high school diploma or GED. I mean, USPS doesn't want you to have a PhD or a master's degree before working for them. Okay, so but you need to have at a minimum GED, a DED, or you need to have a high school diploma, because be very careful there. They will check that. So when you actually reach out to a USPS and you want to become a seasonal driver, they'll ask you for that, and you need to meet the minimum job requirements. Again, this relates to whether you want to be this. This is actually applicable whether you are an independent contractor, a or an in-house employee. You need to meet the minimum job requirements. What are those minimum job requirements? There are five of them. You have physical standards, you have driving records, you have criminal background check, you have drug screening, and you have medical assessment. So that means what? It means that, I mean, when it means that if you want to be hired as a seasonal driver at USPS, you got to have those five requirements. So when I say physical standards, I think I said to you a little earlier that you got to know how to lift some. I mean, not heavy. You're not doing bodybuilding here, but you got to be fit. Okay, so be comfortable with actions such as walking, kneeling, bending, pushing, and pulling, and ensure you can lift at least 50 pounds regularly. I want to insist on that, regularly. If you want to make money as a USPS seasonal driver, be fit so you can lift at least 50 pounds regularly. Okay. Just remember that as a seasonal driver, you may walk 10 miles a day. So it's important to be prepared to meet this requirement. So what about your driving record? You got to keep a clean sheet. Okay. So a clean driving record for 5 years in any state where you've had a driver's license is actually necessary. And you also need to be able to pass a criminal background check to become a USPS seasonal driver. And same thing for drug screening. You need to pass a drug test that shows you don't use illegal substances. And finally, medical assessment. Okay, USPS just wants to make sure you are healthy. Okay, so this test is important. This physical assessment is important because it determines your health and ability to perform the duties of a USPS seasonal driver. Next, you need to also pass the postal exam. So, if you want to be a USPS seasonal driver, a successful one, the USPS just wants to make sure you understand what the whole job is about. Okay, so they want you to pass the postal exam. There is a postal exam, and this exam is actually known as the 473 postal exam. Okay, so the exam ensures that you are able to perform tasks such as sorting and delivery mail. You may be able to take it online, and it's essential to score well enough to be placed on the eligibility list for USPS seasonal drivers. Okay, so again, the test is known as the 473 postal exam. So the test actually has four parts. You have forms completion, you have address cross comparison, you have memory and coding, and you have personal characteristics and experience. Let me first start with the last one. So, personal characteristics and experience. Here, you need to actually find out about you need to explain to USPS your physical and mental ability. You need to demonstrate that your physical and mental ability and any experience that allows you to become a successful USPS seasonal driver. You also have memory and coding. So here you have to be able to show how great you are at memorizing and how well you can match delivery routes, codes to addresses. You also have address cross comparison. So you want to demonstrate an ability to check and tap and retap an array of addresses, okay, in a very streamlined manner. And finally, forms completion. You need to properly and efficiently fill out forms, all kinds of forms, okay? Now you can complete some of the exam portions online at home, while others might require you to schedule a testing appointment at an approved site, okay? So every portion could take up to an hour to complete. So remember, there are four sections, okay? So that's actually and you got to pass this exam, otherwise you're not going to become a USPS seasonal driver. So also you need to complete the interviewing process. So if you want to become a USPS seasonal driver, either as an independent contractor or as an in-house employee, you need to complete that interviewing process, and you also need to get additional training, and finally, you need to complete your evaluation period. So when I say completing the interviewing process, it's important to understand that this happens after you pass the 473 exam. Okay, so after passing that exam, you can apply for you can apply for USPS seasonal driver position. Okay, either on the USPS website or at your local post office. And the USPS may require you to pass a driving test, as many seasonal drivers actually use USPS vehicles to make deliveries. So if you receive a high score and are not invited to complete an interview, you can still apply using the score for up to 6 years. So this is kind of cool. That's really good in terms of scalability. And also, you may actually consider getting additional training. Okay, so you can expect to attend you can expect to attend training that covers the procedures and policies of the USPS and the safe handling of mail and packages. This training lasts about 1 month and prepares you for your new role. And finally, you need to complete your evaluation period. So, as a new seasonal driver, you typically have an evaluation period of 90 days to demonstrate that you can perform the job duties effectively. And this allows you to highlight your skills and competencies and show that you are trustworthy and timely seasonal driver. So this is really cool, especially so think of it. I want you to think of this probationary period as a test, right? So you want to be comfortable the way USPS work, and they want to be comfortable the way you work too. So it has to be a win-win situation for everybody. So here is a winner for you. So if you think about the best hacks as a USPS seasonal driver, there are some business opportunities you need to really think about. Okay, especially especially when it comes to the way you position yourself. Because the thing is, with the USPS seasonal driver, you can drive all kinds of vehicles. You don't just have to drive cargo vans or sprinter vans. No, you can be a tractor trailer operator, a TTO. You can also be a motor vehicle operator, an MVO. So if you are a TTO, a tractor trailer operator, you will regularly operate a heavy duty tractor trailer in all weather conditions, either in over the road, city shuttle service, or trailer spotting operations. So this is kind of cool. But again, if you want to be a USPS seasonal driver, that who is also a tractor trailer operator, you got to have a commercial driver's license, a CDL, okay? And just it's important to know that many TTO positions offer short delivery runs, allowing you more time with your family at home, okay? So this is kind of cool. And so you need to operate a tractor trailer for assigned delivery route according to a schedule. You pick up and deliver bulk mail at postal installations, railroad facilities, and airports. You monitor the condition of the tractor trailer and report accidents, defects, or failures. And you pick up, load, carry, and deliver moderate to heavy mail and packages. So this is kind of cool. You can be a USPS seasonal driver doing exactly that. And you can also be a motor vehicle operator. Okay, so basically you are operating a mail truck in all weather conditions on a regularly scheduled route to pick up and transport mail. So this is kind of cool. And here also you need to have a CDL, commercial driver's license. Okay. And so the work is kind of cool as a USPS seasonal driver who's a motor vehicle operator. You pick up, you load, carry, and deliver moderate to heavy mail and packages. You operate truck following time schedules and rules of safety. You review conditions of the truck during usage and report all accidents, defects and failures. And you also performs other duties as assigned, such as minor mechanical repairs in emergencies. Also, if you want to be a successful USPS seasonal driver, you can also consider being a city carrier assistant. A city carrier assistant, so a CCA, okay? And this is actually, this job gives you more flexibility. And also, you are able to do it as an independent contractor or as an in-house employee, okay? So if you are a CCA, you have to maintain good relations with customers and have let's say, a general familiarity with postal laws and regulations and products for your area. Maybe you are in a rural area or you are in an urban area, whatever products the USPS sells in your area of coverage, you got to be comfortable. You have to understand that. You have to understand that product, or let's just say those products, okay? So as a CCA, city carrier assistant, you provide a critical service to your community by ensuring mail delivery during weekdays, weekends, and holidays, with opportunities for some kind of advancement. So that's really good. So this position actually is great for you if you enjoy staying active outdoors with occasional customer service interaction. So as a city carrier assistant working for the USPS as a seasonal driver, You sort, lift, and push moderate to heavy loads of mail and packages to prepare for delivery. You deliver mail along your assigned route, so that's really good. You pick up or collect mail from customers. You also collect postage due for a charge on delivery or other services. Yeah, you actually work indoors and outdoors in all weather. So that's really important. And this can be a rain, snow, cold, and heat. So if you are a city carrier assistant in that capacity, those are things to really think about. If you want to be a successful USPS seasonal driver, either as an in-house driver or as an independent contractor, think about becoming an RCA. I actually covered this RCA thing in an entire different video, but I just want to say here that if you're an RCA means Rural Carrier Associates. Okay, so basically you are delivering and collecting packages along routes in rural areas during weekdays, weekends, and holidays. You also provide a variety of services to customers along your assigned routes, and you may be required to use a personal vehicle if a postal vehicle is not provided. Okay, this is kind of cool. So this position is ideal for you if you enjoy staying active and working independently outdoors with occasional customer service interactions. So this is kind of cool. So you sort, lift, and push moderate to heavy loads of mail and packages to prepare for delivery. You deliver mail along your assigned route. You pick up or collect mail for customers. Actually, you sell stamps, stamped paper, and money orders or other services. And you work indoors and outdoors in all weather, rain, snow, cold, and heat. And finally, I want you to also think about an ARC, an assistant rural carrier. So you can also join the USPS as a seasonal driver while working as an ARC. Here, you will deliver and collect packages along routes in rural areas. You also provide a variety of services to customers along your assigned route, and may be required to provide your own personal vehicle. So, as an ARC, you may opt to provide service to your community on weekends and holidays, or up to 7 days every single week, whichever suits your lifestyle. So, if you enjoy working outdoors while keeping your week free, this may be a great fit for you. So, in terms of the job duties, you have to sort, lift, and push moderate to heavy loads of mail and packages to prepare for delivery. You have to deliver mail along your assigned route. You have to pick up or collect mail from customers. And you also have to work indoors, okay? Indoors or outdoors in all weather. So something to really keep in mind, okay? So long story short, those are the possibilities you have. So as a recap into this conversation, I spoke to you about USPS seasonal driver tips and tricks. I gave you the overview, the steps, the winner, and now the recap. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.